Hi, my name's Parker, and this is kind of like a journal on like my journey to success, I guess. I kind of once wanted to like document my journey along the way, and I kind of want to see how it's gonna go. And I want to look back on it and kind of also, I always wanted a journal, but I just can't keep up with it. I'm too lazy, so I felt like maybe if I put it in its video format, I could look back on it easier and also I'll be easily dated on YouTube or whatever, and I could watch it, and maybe it could turn into like an actual YouTube channel in the future, is kind of like my thought behind it. Um, and I don't know, maybe eventually I could do like helpful guide videos or day in the life videos or something when I made it. Obviously, I haven't right now. But so kind of some of my goals are to like I guess success. What do I mean by success? Obviously, money. I want a lot of it. to be frank, to be honest, but I mean for the reasons, it's not really for the physical reasons, material reasons, I guess. I mean, even though what it kind of is, but like of course, I want a car. I love a really nice car. I mean, I love cars, and I mean, that'd be obviously be great to have, but what it's really for is just the freedom to do what I want, I guess. I want to see the world, travel the world, not forced to work if I don't have to, even though I kind of enjoy working right now in this point of my life, actually. It's kind of weird, actually. I actually like look forward to going to work. Speaking of what I'm doing right now for money is I work part-time right now for a gutter company, which my dad owns, which is, family owned, whatever. But yeah, there's that. But then what my main job, my full-time job is working at the Walmart distribution center, which pays me actually pretty well. I'm currently making with incentive around 33, 34 an hour, but it's more like the base pay is, I think I'm making base pay $26 an hour, but then like they have like an incentive thing, so it like boosts the pay a little bit. I'm currently getting like 140%, so an extra 40% pay increase, which is pretty great, to be honest. It's pretty great that Walmart can pay that much for a very, little, very low skill job. Oh, by the way, I'm 18, didn't go to college, made that choice myself. I had a 4.0 in high school. I just decided that college wasn't right for me. It just, I felt like I would make more sense learning for myself, and I felt like the debt was not worth it at this point. Like a lot of my friends, if they did go to college, they had parents that worked at a college and they could go there for free, which I did not have that, which would be nice, but maybe this is the best route for me anyway. Um, and so I'm kind of want to, but so right now I'm working, my shifts are 10 hours at Walmart, Tuesday through Friday, which pretty brutal actually. They're order filling, so it's like pretty hard work. I get around 30,000 steps a day when I'm working, at least. One day I got 38,000. That was like what, 20 miles or something? Crazy. Um, and I just, what was I saying? Oh, and then I work like Mondays, and then some days after Walmart, I'll go work for my dad or whatever for the gutter company. Um, he also owns a roofing company, but I only work for the gutter part of it. Uh, you know, I always see these YouTube videos where they're kind of like, I guess, make fun of kids that have parents, work for them that kind of built it off of. But if I'm being completely honest, I mean, yeah, of course, I have this opportunity, way more flexible than a normal job, considering I can work part-time right now. It's also the winter, so there's not enough for me to do anyway, but it's pretty much spring, but it's gonna be winter soon, or it's gonna be like picking up soon, I mean. Um, but I know I always see these videos of people making fun of them, but I get paid more at Walmart, so it's at the end of the day, you know, I don't, I feel like, yeah, I'm getting an advantage over other people, but not as much as that, not that much really. It's not like I'm getting paid six figures working for whatever. I'm not, but I will be getting paid six figures by working two jobs though, which is the idea. So here's my plan to make some money. So I'm gonna work uh, Tuesday through Friday, or wait, sorry, yeah, Tuesday through Friday. So currently that's what I'm working at Walmart, but I'm gonna switch to the nighttime weekend shift, which the nighttime weekend shift is Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Um, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 11-hour shifts, so it's 33 hours a week about. Usually you don't actually work up to that full 11 hours if you get everything done like in the day, because it's like all by group standard kind of thing. I don't really know how to explain it. It's a lot to explain. But yeah, so I'll be working Friday through Monday, or Saturday through Monday at Walmart, and then I'll be working Tuesday through Friday at the gutter company, which is, about 8 hours a day. Maybe I can work longer, but on average 8 hours a day, which times 4 is 32 hours, and 33 hours, that's 65 hours. Did I do that right? Yeah, I did. 65 hours a week of working, which is a lot, but I got to make the bread somehow. And I did the math. I get $30.5 an hour, $30.50 an hour working for the gutter company, which whatever is how much a year. I did this math a while ago, but and then also I get a pay increase if I work to the overnight shift, because it's still a full-time job, and not the overnight, the weekend shift, and it's still a full-time job. So when they it's still considered a full-time job, so they give you a pay increase to compensate for not getting as many hours, I guess. So I get a $5 an hour pay raise, so it's starting at 30 an hour, and then with incentive, it's more like I'm getting paid more like 36, 37, which is pretty great. And that roughly, the 33, roughly, I think it's 80,000 a year just from that. I think it's more like 75 or something like that with the incentive. And that's with no overtime, which I don't know if I even can work overtime because I'm working so much anyway. And that'd be brutal in the first place. It'd just be brutal. It'd be terrible. But yeah, so my expenses right now, I did the math, and it's about 40 grand a year in expenses, straight up expenses. So right now I'm getting paid around 65 with taxes. I make around 45-ish with only the one job, the Walmart job. But if I, just keep those same expenses, but then add an extra job on top of that, so I'm working 2 jobs, I think I can save around 50,000. That's my guess, because I did the math, and it would come to around 130 a year, 130 grand a year, which is pretty good, very good for my age, especially. But it's rough. Me working 2 jobs. I'm not gonna. The only night I can really go is Friday nights, and that's if maybe I'll probably be too fucking tired to do anything. But that's the idea, and I want to save $50,000, and I want to somehow start some sort of product, or I don't know, something of that nature. I don't really exactly know, but just I had this idea. So I was listening to this podcast, and they're talking about how a bunch of microplastics in tea, or tea bags, actually, not really the tea leaves, but the tea bags, and I want to do some research on it, but I want to maybe make a product of plastic-free tea bags. I think you can make cotton tea bags, and somehow that don't release microplastics. But I looked up on Amazon, there's really no one advertising that, and I thought that could be a good opportunity, but I need money to create a product, so I have to save something up, and I'm really not ready to go into debt for that. It's kind of scary. I think I could maybe do a fundraiser, was an idea, but but that's kind of my idea in my head right now. I did start a pressure washing business, and I have a truck with I still have a loan on, but only $1,000 left. And I just don't see it as, okay, it's a decent idea. Honestly, there's not much work to do around here like there is, but people that need the work done can't afford it because it's expensive, because it's all labor, and labor is the value of it, I guess. So it costs a lot to get done, and people don't, and it doesn't really it's not a need, it's a want, and that's not very good. But the main reason why I don't want to do pressure washing is because I have to I have to create a business and I have to stay in that location. I don't get any freedom of where I get to go in life, really. I don't get to move willy-nilly. I don't know why I said willy-nilly, but I don't get to move around. And, you know, that's kind of like the idea. I want to be able to be free. And why would I start a business where I can't be free, right? I could sell it, of course, but I want to be free, I guess, as soon as possible. But it's not really realistic. What if it gets big enough where it needs me all the time and then I'm too scared to sell it, or I don't get to a point to sell it and I'm just stuck endlessly? I'm pretty much just working a normal job at that point, which, you know, the end goal obviously is to not be working two jobs, even unless I want to, I guess. But working for myself is what it would be. Yeah, and just, I mean, I also, some more about me, I guess, going off of the gym progress, or like the progress is I like going to the gym. No, I'm not that. I mean, I'm decent at it. I've been going for like 2 or 3 years, more like 3.5, but it's been on and off, and honestly, not the, I mean, it's been good, but I haven't made that much progress, but I kind of what you expect in like a 1.5, 2 years, but I've been so on and off that it's kind of, I don't know. I haven't been eating enough too when I first started. Now I'm starting finally eating more. And this job at Walmart, I think I burn like 1,500 calories just working in a day. So it's so hard to gain weight. It's actually brutal. Like I checked, you know, I do like this conversion to steps to how much it like calories it burns, and I think it's 1,500, you know, a day. So a little hard to gain, so to eat weight, but I can just work or eat the other days of the week, which I'm not burning as many calories, and help compensate that way. But yeah, I want to, you know, get ripped. I have like a vision in my mind, right? So there's a car, the Porsche 911 GT3 RS is specifically the one, specifically purple. Maybe this will change, but that's what I want right now. And I'm sitting like on a beach somewhere, probably in like Clearwater, Florida, or something. That's a beautiful place. If you've been there, it's great. And I'm gonna be like, I don't know, whatever, shirtless or whatever, like ripped, and it's just gonna be like a crazy picture, and it's gonna be like, I don't know, um, you know, the Drake song, What's Next? Even though Drake's kind of cringe, but I just think the song's great, and it's kind of like, you know, what's next, I guess, because it's like almost like I did it all, kind of like the thing. And I want like that, like an Instagram song with like a caption, like what's next or whatever. Also, there's this song. I currently drive a Toyota RAV4 2011. It has 320,000 miles on it, which brutal. It's crazy. I need to get its brake changed and oil changed next week. But anyway, yeah, so, and there's a song, I think it's a Travis Scott song. It's on Rodeo. I forgot what the song is called. Uh, it's it's one of the more less relevant ones, but one of the lines is turn the RAV4 to a Rover. And I just think that'd be like, even if it's not the same, you know, it's not an actual Range Rover, but it's just like any car. I thought it would be a cool caption. Just thought it'd be cool, because like maybe I do a clip of me driving the RAV4 or in front of the RAV4. I definitely gonna do it before I sell it, or if I ever sell it. I just thought that'd be really cool. I don't know, like thing to, I don't know, whatever. It'd be just a picture in my mind for something for the future, I guess. I think it's good to have those kind of things. And I really want to read more, which I'm not very good at. I don't know. Currently reading How to Win Friends and Influence People. It's a great book. I do this thing where like I read a chapter, like I kind of skim it. I read it, but super fast. Like I don't really skim it. I just read it super fast, and then I go back and I mark the text, and also circling words I don't know. And then I go find the definitions of them when I go back at the end of the chapter. So I kind of read the chapter twice. So, and then I'm about like halfway through the book. So I've technically read it. Like I've read the whole book, at least in like length. But I think I get the information more, and then eventually I'll like I could, then I'll read it again and do like a, I don't know, like a table of contents, kind of, not really, just like a timeline of it, of the book, and just kind of like what I learned and everything. And then I'm gonna make like Google Slides, I guess. So I can like teach it, not like to actually teach it, or maybe I guess in the future. but it's more just like, because there's the thing where once you can actually teach it, you actually know it, and that's kind of the idea behind it. Um, and yeah, that was just kind of, I don't know what I was thinking. And, I think I'm kind of camera shy a little bit. I think I've warmed up a little bit more, but I didn't really know what to say at first. Uh, and I don't know, I just think this is the start of a journey, I guess. The reason I'm just starting now is I just moved out like a week and a half ago, and I wanted to do this like when I moved out finally. And, you know, first goal, I'm kind of setting my first goal right now, get 50,000 in the bank account. That's like the first goal. It's not that crazy. I can probably get it done this year, but that's the first goal, and get absolutely shredded, of course, you know, you know. But yeah, goal number one. And I'm gonna do this every single day, hopefully, as many days as I can. Um, just record myself talk. If I'm not gonna talk about it, I'm nothing to talk about. I'll just do like an update, how my day was, whatever. And yeah, that's day number one. It's March 11th, 2025. So yeah.